Never revealed in the court of human judgment, the sentence is passed in a glance. Ensure that the verdict is always, irrevocably, in your favor. Have you ever watched a man command a room without saying a word, while another is ignored the moment he steps inside? This is not chance. It is the cruelest and most absolute law of human nature. Men are judged in an instant, and that judgment is nearly impossible to reverse. People see not who you are, but who you appear to be. They assess your clothes, your posture, your bearing, and their verdict is past tense. This is the line between being respected and being erased. Human judgment is not a deliberative process, it is a reflex. Long before reason engages, the ancient, instinctual parts of the brain make a snap assessment based on what the eyes report. This is a survival mechanism, a relic from a time when quickly identifying friend, foe, predator, or prey was a matter of life and death. In the modern world, this instinct has been channeled into the social realm, where it operates with the same brutal efficiency. The instantaneous verdict, when you on your character, your intelligence, or your past accomplishments. You are being judged on a set of primal signals, your height and posture, signaling dominance or submission, the quality and fit of your clothing, signaling tribal affiliation and resource status, your grooming, signaling discipline and self-respect, and the steadiness of your gaze, signaling fear or confidence. This entire assessment happens in less than 3 seconds. This initial judgment creates a cognitive frame, through which all your subsequent actions will be interpreted. The halo effect of strength: if you are framed as strong or successful, your mistakes will be seen as anomalies. Your silence will be seen as wisdom, your hesitation as calculation. People will project positive qualities onto you, eager to find reasons to justify their initial, favorable impression. The horn effect of weakness: if you are successful, your strengths will be dismissed, will be seen as delusion, your confidence as arrogance. Your words, no matter how wise, will be filtered through a lens of pity or contempt. A brilliant idea from a man who looks poor is dismissed, the same idea from a man who looks wealthy is celebrated as visionary. This is the foundational law, it creates the filter through which reality is understood. 2. The anatomy of a poor appearance, more than money. To look poor is not merely to wear inexpensive clothes. It is a holistic projection of inadequacy that triggers deep-seated aversions in others. It is a syndrome composed of several elements: neglect, unkempt hair, stained or wrinkled clothing, broken shoes. This signals a lack of self-respect and an inability to manage the most basic aspects of one's life. If you cannot care for yourself, the world assumes you cannot be trusted with responsibility, resources, passivity and fear. A slouching posture, a downward gaze, a weak handshake, a hesitant voice. These are the universal postures of prey. They broadcast vulnerability to every social predator. They signal that you expect to be dominated, and in doing so, you invite domination. Desperation, the twitching eagerness to please, the willingness to accept poor treatment, the laughter at jokes that aren't funny. It tells others that you have no better options, that your boundaries are negotiable, and that you can be exploited without consequence. A poor appearance is a billboard advertising your lack of social capital. It tells the world, I am not a threat. I am not valuable. I am available for use and abuse. 3. The consequences, the high price of a weak image. The practical consequences are systematic. They form a vicious cycle that is incredibly in commerce, the customer who looks prices because he is assumed to be ignorant. His negotiations are dismissed because he is not feared. It is to extract what he can from a one-time transaction, rather than to build a valuable, long-term relationship. In leadership, authority. His orders will be questioned, his strategies second-guessed. His finding them ineffective. His enemies will see an opportunity and strike, sensing no cost for their aggression. All the authority in the world, vested by title or law, evaporates if the image of authority is absent. In alliances, people form alliances based on perceived strength. They attach themselves to those they believe can improve their own position or protect them from harm. A man who looks poor attracts only 2 types of allies: those who are themselves so desperate they have no other options, and predators who offer help only to enslave him with debt and obligation. True, powerful allies will avoid him, seeing him as a liability. In love and attraction, while attraction is complex, the foundational element is not romance, but security. A potential partner, on a deep, often unconscious level, is assessing a mate's ability to provide and protect. A presentation of weakness and poverty. Or, the strategic response, the art of symbolic warfare. Mastering this law is not about vanity, it is about engaging